everyone. I could not figure out how to do the YouTube presentation slide. My recording won't work on my laptop, I guess. So, I'm doing this instead. I'm going to do a video and then I'm going to add my presentation on so you guys can look at it if you want to. So, I'm Aeryel Burton. For you who do not know me, I have the durational relations stage, and I did a court activity, which is, it was like Goldfish, if you've ever played Goldfish. So what you do is you get a stack of cards, and you want to do 10 to 12 suits of 4 cards. So 4 would be your pair, that'd be your group. The cards should be composed of words that share a common root. For example, the book uses bio as the root word. So we have biology, biography, biome, and antibiotics. If you have biome and antibiotics, you have 2 of the 4 you need. So what you would do is write on the top of the card, obviously, so the students can see this clearly and they can read clearly what they need to have. The procedure is each player is dealt 7 cards, the rest are put in the deck so that all the students can reach the cards. Look through his or her cards for words in the same deck, like I said with the bio example. The first player turns to the next and asks for a particular root. So, like, I would turn to one of my classmates and say, do you have biography? If they say no, they would say draw one. I reach into the deck, I grab a card, and I wait for my next turn. If they do have one, I can start pairing those, and I can go again because I've gotten a card. So I just, like Goldfish, you just keep going. Player proceeds in a clockwise fashion. When a player has a complete suit of 4, like I said, that's your group. You lay them down so everyone can see them. The player who has the most suits at the end when someone runs out of cards is the winner. So say I have 3 decks and I get rid of all my cards, but someone's sitting next to me and they have 4 decks and they still have 2 cards. They're the winner because even though they still have cards, they have more decks. They completed more. The benefits I found for the students in this stage is, mine went back to Greek and Latin elements. It helps students to recognize words that share the same Greek roots. For example, Greek roots such as photo and graph, those are my roots, may combine in different places in a word, at the beginning, at the middle, or the end. So we have, like I said before, photo and graph. We have telephone, graphic, and then we can even do photograph. So they're 2 root words in one, pretty much. Latin roots, they're different. Latin words tend to stay in one place with a prefix and a suffix attached. For example, if we have cred, C-R-E-D, we'd have credible, or we can do incredible because it's still in the same place. We're just adding the I-N to the front of it. So it's the same thing. Latin's a little bit different. Like I said, the words stay in the same place. The benefits for students in the previous ages, we come off of Chapter 7 into Chapter 8, which is where I got my activity. This is a little more advanced for students. This is 6th, 7th grade, 8th grade. Is where you'll want to start introducing this depending on where your student's at. I'm at IS, so obviously some of my students aren't going to be prepared for this in time. I'm going to go back to what my peers taught in Chapter 7, 6, 5, whatever, wherever my student's at, and then I'll come back to this. It really helps with the Greek and Latin word roots, along with spelling challenges. It can offer rich terrain to explore for the students so they get like a better example of what they're doing with the root words. And also, this will extend from middle school to high school all the way up. So it keeps going. Root words can be really difficult. So I felt like this activity would be fun for kids that are just learning to do it. You'll want to put them in groups of, like, I would start 3 to 5 is 5 is the biggest I'd make my group, and I would definitely do 3 just so it's not 1 and 2 people go back and forth. This way they get to reach out to their peers a little bit, they get to interact with each other, they get to see what others come up with, like if we did STRU, we could do structured, destruction, unstructured, stuff like that. I wouldn't bring nonsense words into it just because it might confuse the students at first, but I felt like this activity was something that would be easy to comprehend after you've taught it, just to kind of introduce them to it first. This way they get a better grasp of it. But that's it. I hope you guys like it.